A lot of concerns lately, both inside and outside China regarding the housing market there. A particular concern is that a gigantic housing bubble is emerging in China, and the bubble is about to crash and eventually might even trigger a financial crisis or economic crisis around the world. Due to the lack of reliable statistics, we actually lack understanding about some even very basic questions, like how much have housing prices in Chinese cities appreciated? Were Chinese households in deep mortgage debt? And was housing out of reach of typical Chinese households? So certainly the concern is much more modest than we started the project. We constructed a set of reliable housing price indices for 120 major Chinese cities, and we analyzed the financial situations of the mortgage borrowers in these cities, especially low-income mortgage borrowers. We find that indeed housing prices had appreciated tremendously. Okay, during the sample period we analyzed from 2003 to 2013. On average, the whole country, the price had grown by about 400%. It turns out that the enormous price appreciation actually had been accompanied by equally impressive income appreciation of Chinese households. Of course, Chinese economy has been growing at 10% a year during the last 3 decades, right, on average. So with that amount of economic growth, income has been growing. So in a sense, actually, this is the reason why we were less concerned. In fact, if you look at the mortgage borrowing, Chinese banks had imposed a very stringent down payment requirement of at least 30 or 35% down payment for all households, including low-income borrowers. For that reason, even if prices across the country drop by 30%, which is an enormous price drop, household default is probably not going to be a huge concern. The trouble actually exactly lies with the enormous price-to-income ratio actually we observe in the mortgage data. It's actually common for mortgage borrowers in all Chinese cities to use 8 times or sometimes even 10 times of their annual income to buy homes. Right? If China experiences a slowdown, okay, of course, the expectation about future income will crash, and then the high price-to-income ratio we have seen in various Chinese cities will crash as well, right? So in that sense, the economic slowdown will lead to a crash in the housing market, and the crash may even amplify the downturn. So that is the risk we see.